Hey everybody, welcome again to another episode of Just for Fun Reviews. I'm your boy Azzy, and with me is my boy Roy, which
Yeah,
open you
you're
that
right.
way,
You're right. You're
damn it.
right. You're right. You're right.
And we are here once again for the next episode of The Last of Us, episode 3, Long Time.
Long time.
So if you haven't seen the episode yet, we're going to be talking non-spoilers at the front and then spoilers at the back. So by all means, if you haven't seen the episode, you're okay for right now. But at a point, you know what to do. Nonetheless, I could definitely say, like I said the last time, I don't really remember, apart from the big moments, what happens in the game from this point on. So I could definitely say this is not the episode that I was expecting at all.
Dude. Not
No,
not saying it's a bad episode. I like everybody was hyping
No,
about
of course not.
everybody was hyping this episode 3. I'm like, yo, episode 3 is probably about to be lit.
Oh man.
This is me the whole time. I'm like yeah. They did get me. They did get me.
Yeah. I bet they did, man. Because like, damn.
Let me just say.
I could scarcely.
Let me just say, everything in this episode is basically like, besides the characters, not in the game. And Frank,
Yes,
not in the game. You don't see Frank at all in the game. So
yeah, I know
this is all new.
That Frank, that Frank is dead, long before, his character is even mentioned in the game. And I'll be completely honest. What's funny is I thought that they had finally broken away from the cold open, like, gimmick that they had been establishing with this, where we got a peek back into how the world was when it first started, and it did technically, but we still essentially got that peek into the past, like 15 minutes, 20 minutes in, and
yeah, we didn't have like a
before we get to that part, Ellie doing some dumb shit.
What are you talking about?
You know exactly. Oh, when she decided to go exploring for a hot second, that's some dumb shit. That's that shit that got me to stop watching The Walking Dead. When mofos are exploring a prison, I'm just gonna step over this body. It's like, I was sitting here like, you want me to turn the show off? Don't be doing stupid shit.
Oh, yeah. When she went down there, I was like, oh, maybe, there's nothing down there. I'm like, get the fuck out.
Leave. But no, we got this trip back into the past for a hot second, for honestly the rest, and that was the thing, because I knew from the earlier episodes that someone had made a distress call over the radio. I had a real difficult time keeping track of how time was passing through this episode, and like, right when I thought that it was going to jump back over to Ellie and Joel, it was like, oh, it's still going? And I wasn't like upset about that, but I was like, oh shit, no, I thought that was pretty definitive. I thought we were done. It's like, damn.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go.
Yeah, as far like the more I kept watching it before the probably like last 15 minutes of the episode, I was like, yo, this was filler. This is it. This is the filler episode. But it's not bad filler. This was basically story driven to talk about a character. And like you only, in like the first 2 episodes, you might have heard, Joel and Tess talk about Bill, and that's all you heard about it. And now you actually get to see how him develop as a character, and see his relationship with Frank, because that, like I said, his relationship with Frank was never like fully detailed within the game, but you kind of knew that they were partners.
And we gotta give it up to Nick Offerman, because I can't think of a guy who I can't think of a guy who can convey so much emotion with barely any kind of facial like anything. Like, man gives like basically nothing away. And yet it's like, my God, it's like it's from like body language, it's from like the way he speaks, but it's just like it always. And I watched all of Parks and Rec like 3 or 4 times, and so like I'm a big fan of Nick Offerman from there. And for the one thing, you would think you would almost be typecast into that type of like gruff, solitary kind of guy who doesn't really want any kind of connections until he realizes that he does. But damn it if he doesn't sell it every fucking time. It's like, I don't want the guy to get typecast.
Look, because in the beginning,
when you're good at something, man, when you're good at something.
He because in the beginning when he was setting up the whole, like his security and stuff, and he had laid back, where he laid back and had that steak dinner. I was like, he's still pulling Ron Swanson over here eating steak dinners.
Basically, this was Ron Swanson in like the like post-apocalyptica. But let me go ahead and because I just had it. Mr.
Frank,
Murray Bartlett,
who
played Frank.
Kudos.
Yep. He definitely had to play Bill's polar opposite as Frank. And the meet cute of meeting after he fell in the hole.
Gotcha.
Yeah. The guy, it's funny because like you would assume based on like attitude and demeanor that Bill would be the driving force in the relationship, but really Frank had him basically collared and leashed the entire time, and Bill was happy for it. It's funny. It feels like we were witness to their entire lives in the course of this solitary episode. So yeah, like that range of emotions that you went through when you were watching that I can't imagine that's not everyone.
I can already see a couple hate for this episode. Like, why would you do? But I'm like, yo, chill, just watch it. This doesn't affect you if you don't like certain things. So what? I mean, you can turn away. You can turn away. It didn't bother me because I'm here for the story, at this point. I don't care. I got to see what their relationship, how is it going to turn out? Like me, the whole time, it's like, how does Frank die? Because you don't see him in the game, so I'm thinking we're going to finally see how Frank dies. Woo!
Yeah.
Spoiler, totally changes.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
So like basically 100%, this was a deviation from the game. I think I don't remember that suicide note kind of being in the game or not.
Nah. I cannot remember, but nonetheless, this episode felt like, it's funny, like because just before we leave Ellie and Joel, they're basically making a pit stop at a gas station. And that's what this episode really feels like. It feels like it is a pit stop because past this, with a sign out front that says, "Past this point is hell, so enjoy while it lasts." That's essentially what we got out of this, in my opinion. Like there was the meet cute, there was like their lives together, like this expanding relationship, how they grew together. And then moments of tension.
I got it. It's a real life version of the Up opening.
Oh God! Damn it! It is, and I did. Oh,
good.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, it is.
I was like, yo, why?
Yeah.
Because I saw the picture of Up is like on the TikTok. It's like, I want a relationship like this, and I was like, okay, cool. And then it just popped in my head. I'm like, yo, this motherfucking Up now.
Basically, a much sadder Up. but nonetheless, I think this is a really great just pit stop before we get thrown back into the depravity again, because like I can't in my mind, based on those big moments from the video game, I can't think of another moment that we're gonna get something like this.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, enjoy while it lasts.
I don't know how much you remember. If this is the last pit stop for you from the game, if you can remember, dude, but there's a couple of key moments.
Oh no, I remember. I know that there are gonna be like there are gonna be like tiny, like shining nugget of a moment in the midst of like just blood, shit, and piss. Like, but this was an entire episode where we got to see like this itty bitty world, and now we have to leave it. It was almost like Tom Bombadil's house in the actual like Fellowship of the Rings book. It's like you get this a little bit of a break, or Elrond, or Rivendell, if you want to get more Lord of the Ringsy. But it's like you get this a little bit of a break, and here's where the shit hits the fan. But nonetheless, like I feel like it's hard to judge this particular episode up against the rest. It's like different factors.
Because like I said, this like the first two episodes, like was staying close to the source material. This one had a piece, one little, not even a very big chunk of a piece from the game. You just had basically one character, and like I said, you're just developing that one character, because basically in the game, you met Bill how he was in the beginning of this episode. He was just a solo guy by himself. So now you actually
like this.
You get more explanation for why he acted in the game.
Yeah.
But in the outcome at the end of this, doesn't even matter.
I feel like I could have skipped the first two episodes, watched this episode like it was a mini movie, and I would still understand the kind of world that they were in. I would still understand effectively the themes that are going to go out throughout the rest of the series. Yeah, I feel I hate giving things 10s in most cases, because I feel like people watching are just assuming that I'm a fucking shill, because I don't really give a lot of low scores. But damn it, I loved it. I give it a 10.
I feel like you're going way too high. Oh man, I think it's an okay 8. I think it's an 8. It's a good. It's like I said, it ain't gonna be for everybody. This episode, probably even for the hardcore Last of Us fans, might not like this episode. But I liked it enough because it was, like I said, when I first watching it, I'm like, yo, this is like a goddamn filler episode already. And then it just took a long time to develop to get where it wanted to tell one part of the story. And the fact that most people don't even care about this character Bill, and they just want to see Pedro Pascal and Bella Ramsey the whole way.
Yeah. Well, if you got problems with this episode, then I mean, if you got a tickle in your pickle, then you got bigger problems. I mean, calm down. But nonetheless, so basically, so we're going to dip a little bit into spoilers before we finish up for the night. So if you haven't seen the episode, then by all means, go back, watch it, come on back, see what we gotta say. See you then.
Yeah.
I thought Bill was dead.
Yo.
I thought he got gut shot. The way they shot that, like the way he went still, I thought he was dead.
I was like
10 years later. What?
Yeah,
he's still alive?
Yeah, because when they did that, I was like, you ain't gonna tell me you killed Bill and kept Frank alive for this bullshit. How you gonna do that to Nick, man? But yeah, I mean, like I said, story driven. You got to see, him meet Frank in the hole and act the way he acts. See their relationship as a gay couple. Yeah. Which, like I said, it was kind of touched upon within the game, but you can actually see in this episode clearly see how deep their relationship goes, and especially near that last 10 minutes, man. That's when it got me. I was like, you motherfuckers. I was good. I was good. I was chill. I was chill.
I knew he wasn't like. I knew he wasn't gonna. I knew he wasn't going to go ahead and just give him that that last glass of wine and do it on his own. No way, man. Which I couldn't help but sit there. I got Princess Bride flashbacks. Inconceivable.
But yeah, that damn. Even though I shouldn't have said anything in the non-spoilery part, the part when Ellie was reading the note, and he was like, you know, we're dead in our room. Don't open the door. It's gonna be pretty nasty out there. We left the window open so it won't smell bad in the house. But yeah, it's like protect yourself and Tess, and that's when, you know,
take whatever you need. Keep Tess safe.
Yeah, it's like, damn, couldn't even do that, and now he's like, well, damn, I messed up again. Can't believe it.
Well, this is laying the groundwork for later when it's going to be a thing where it like trying to not fail someone that he cares about becomes that much more of almost like a manic episode for him. So it, I mean, it's like I said, it's laying the groundwork, man.
Mm-hmm.
But carrying on to the next episode, how you feel about things going? Like, what's your current prediction?
Yeah, well, you know, all my predictions were wrong for the last week.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, they were.
I like, damn.
But, come on, let's be honest. You get like, there's an element of like, it's good when you get a prediction right. It's great when you get a prediction wrong. That's how I feel. Because if you get the prediction right, then you feel pretty good about yourself because you feel like you had a grasp on where the story's going. You made a prediction that worked out. But when you get it fucking wrong, you get surprised.
Yeah.
Throws the whole thing out the window. That's for me. I fucking love that shit. It's a win-win in that kind of regard. Now, granted, it could always go bad if they just do it really badly. But
right.
Thankfully, this isn't the case in this one.
But I don't know, because you know you get the little snippet preview for the next episode, so you know they're going across the countryside. Well, I don't know, countryside is the best way to put it. They're going up, or I don't even know where they're going. Up, down, left, right. I don't care.
I thought he said Wyoming.
I think so. I can't remember. Anyway, and they get jumped by, you know, the bandits and everything, the raiders and shit. And it looks like
are we gonna help them? No.
Yeah, he knew it was a trap. That's how it was in the game.
Oh yeah, no, I remember that part.
Yeah. So yeah, no, they get crashed and the bandits or whatever kind of jack them up. But it looks like Ellie gets captured, or Joel. I can't remember because that woman was like, "Where is he? She?" I can't remember what she said.
Yeah, that had me a little bit confused, especially how they ended that scene with Joel and Ellie about to like exit out. We're going to get through this. Like, oh, I know. And it's like, what's going on?
Yeah. So of course we're going that one key point, like the major key point from the game. So yeah. Do we see Henry and Sam in this episode?
Oh,
I don't think so. I'm
gonna go with no.
It's because here's
that's one of the few things I remember, but I don't remember anything before that.
Yeah,
that stood out.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I remember the car scene, the crash, fight a couple guys, blank,
blank space, and then Henry and Sam.
Yeah, I was like, because I remember. Oh no.
Don't think about it too hard.
No, because there was. I know they're gonna have one part, but I think that was with Henry and Sam, where there was a sniper shooting at them. I think that might be further on. So, like I said, I feel like the next episode is just gonna be them trying to get out, escape the bandit raider kind of people, and then maybe the next episode we get introduced to Henry and Sam. And not gonna spoil that if you ain't played the game. I'm sorry. You in for a treat. Probably episode 5.
Oh, we shall see. Because we have been thrown for a loop plenty this season in just 3 episodes, and is it a 9-episode season?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
That's why. That's why I don't feel like it's a good way to introduce Henry and Sam on the next episode, because you got so much. You still got a whole bunch of story to tell, and
a giraffe.
Yeah. Yeah, they better get that scene right. That's all I can say. That scene and the ending.
Yes. All right. Well, we're gonna go ahead and leave it there. If you've seen the episode and you disagree with us on anything, you're wrong. But drop a comment down below, hit the like button, do the doobly doo, and we will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.
Deuces.